I'm not even sure if anybody's really on right now, because where I'm at, it's only 8:42. But I'm just going to try to record this real quick because I saw some of the comments, wishing, me well and all that stuff. And I just wanted to just kind of explain a little further what's going on. So, my dog Harleen, she's 8 years old. She has a bite history. She's bitten my husband. She's nipped at my son. She's not great with men at all. When I got her, I was single, so it wasn't an issue, But now that I'm married, the tension, the tension. But she's been getting on, She's been getting older. Hey, guys. Hey, Josie. Hey, Karen. Kareen, I'm so sorry. Again, I know you said it was okay, but I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. I just wanted to just kind of touch base on this, just to let everybody know, what the whole, now that I've, gathered myself a little bit more, the past couple days were not great for me. For those of you who don't know, I've been struggling with my mental health lately. It's not something that I shy away from. It's not something, that I'm ashamed of or, anything like that. So I do talk about it quite easily. But anyway, so, I'm on new meds and stuff, and for the first time in 20-something years. Can't really say that they're doing too much yet, but that's just kind of what's been going on with me. So there's been a lot of, self-reflection and all that type of work being done. And, so a couple weeks ago, now my dog has skin issues, and she's really freaking particular about what I put on her or what I do for her. So it's been a struggle. She has to eat, grain-free, chicken-free food. And she has to get, coconut oil rub-downs, which you should be doing anyway for your dog because it's really good for their skin. But the older she gets, the less she wants me to do that type of stuff. She don't mind the rubs and the pets, but she does not like the pampering. She's a let me curl up under your legs and feel your body heat type of dog. So anyway, a couple weeks ago, she developed, a bump on her tail. To me, it looked like, at first, it looked like it was an irritation mark from her having been biting on herself. Okay? This past week, before the weekend hit, not this week that we're on right now, but the week before, it doubled in size quickly we had just paid, because what we do is we pay half of our bills on one check and half of our bills on the other, because my husband gets paid bi-weekly. We had just paid our half of the rent, and this check that just came, again, we had to put that money right away. So I was like, okay, let me keep an eye on it or whatever, but the past week, I noticed it was getting bigger. And by Saturday and Sunday, that sucker was huge. Huge. It was angry. It was huge. And you could tell that whatever was going on with it, it was about to, it was, I'm going to spare you the details because I don't know how much I can say on YouTube without getting in trouble. And I know some of you just might not want to hear it. So it finally, and it looked real bad. It looked real bad. Real bad. I've been flushing it out with saline solution. I've been keeping the affected area clean. I have, and excuse me for, I just finished eating my breakfast and having my coffee. I got a little bit of coffee tongue. And I smoke, so I always got cotton mouth. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I've been keeping it as clean as I can, keeping it dry, keeping her off of it. So I started a GoFundMe because, seeing her in that state, it was really hard. She wasn't eating too well. She was, getting up to drink water every now and then, but it was, very painfully. And even now I can tell that she's still having a hard time. But it burst, and I'll spare you the details, but she kind of did a little surgical thing. Ugh, anyway, it got cleared out. And it still looks terrible. It looks terrible. I'm keeping it clean, you know, I'm flushing with saline. I'm keeping the area clean. So I started GoFundMe, and I truly appreciate everyone that was able to donate. I wasn't honestly even expecting to be able to hit as close to my goal as I got. So to those of you that donated, you guys are freaking awesome. So I was hoping that since I had pretty much all the money that I needed, that I would be able to, hey Jessica, hey Yvette, nay Yvette, I'm so sorry, nay Yvette. I was hoping to have gotten her in already. But I did not understand how GoFundMe worked. And they're telling me that I can't take out the first, okay, so I raised $420 the first day, and then my brother donated, and so I raised more money the next day. So I was like, okay, this is everything that I need. I can get her, you know, just due to everything overall. Some may not agree, that's fine. If you don't understand, you don't understand, that's great. I'm not gonna.
Can I see me?
Want to say hi real quick? Oh my gosh. All right, that's enough. I don't even want you on here on the internet. Hi. Let me talk real quick, okay? Because this was just supposed to be a quick little thing that I did, okay? You want the rice and beans? No? Okay. Anyway, I know, isn't she a peach? I love her so much. So I was hoping to have already gotten her in to have the euthanization done and the cremation done, because at this point with her age, she's 8 years old. I know that's not tremendously old in dogs, but she's a pit bull. You know, and they're notorious for tumors, cancer, stuff like that. And with this have already becoming, it's horrible. It's horrible to look at. I feel like the worst pet parent in the universe, because I can't just take her in, because nowhere will just be like, oh, okay. Anyway, you know, we'll do it without having the money up front. You know what I mean? Nowhere would do that. So, I mean, she's comfortable. She seems happy right now. But the problem is that GoFundMe won't let me take the money out yet. So I set up my banking account, all my information like that. I gave stop because they're going to hear that clicking in the camera, and they're not going to be able to hear what I'm saying, okay? Like mommy's not loud enough, right? So I'm just waiting for them to deposit the first half of the money in my account so that I can even... I've called one place that is like the cheapest place, like a clinic, and they still haven't called me back. I'm waiting for that. My next option would be the Humane Society, but from what I understand, the cheaper way to go through the Humane Society, you don't get to be there with them in their last moments. Yes, baby, when it comes in the mail. It hasn't come in the mail yet, okay? Can you don't shake my goddamn stamping case. You're gonna... It's not funny. It's top heavy. That's not funny.
Use it?
Oh, my gosh. Anyway. Oh, okay. We're just gonna... Thanks for, you know, commenting some stupid-ass shit on a video about my dog dying, you fuck. Alright, how can we... Let's see. Hide user on this channel. Awesome. Spit or swallow. I bet he swallows. So, anyway. Sorry, I have no patience for people like that. So, anyway, I'm waiting for the money to come to me. And then the thing that pissed me off about that was I set it up for, you know, at the end of every day it would transfer. I gave them my banking information. Like, they have all the stuff. It's saying that it's the first half of the money. Okay, so they charge you guys when you donate to GoFundMe, right? And then they charged me $16 for the first $400. So, like, I didn't even get that last $20. So they charged me $16 for the first $400 of it, and then they're charging me another $16 on top of it to take out the last $100, and I don't even have the money yet. Like, on top of everything else, like the whole situation. So now I went in there and I checked. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Like, it's been a couple days since it said that the transfer was processing. It said that my information was correct and all that other stuff. Yeah, so I have to wait for the money. And it's saying it's not going to come till July 3rd. July 3rd. So I got to sit here. I'm not a medical professional. I've never been a medical professional in my life. I mean, I've done animal welfare work. Okay.
Mommy, I want to get the water bottle.
Oh, stop it. Careful. Go get the water bottle. For what?
So I can just
Okay, yeah, if you take it that way for a minute, okay? And then I'll be in a second. I love you. So that's where we're at. So I'm so sorry if my post on YouTube was misleading in any way. That wasn't my intention. She has not passed yet.
Mommy,
Yes,
can I
baby.
get the water bottle?
Can you cut it?
Yeah.
For what?
So I can have my baby drink it.
No, you're not cutting the water bottle.
Can you, Mommy? I want you to come here first.
Okay, you gotta wait 1 minute, okay? So I just wanted to come on and just thank everybody. Stop, I'm talking. Is that my little making dance music for me? Anyway, sorry guys, it's really early in the morning here. I don't know what time it is there. But I'm so sorry if my YouTube post was misleading. She has not passed yet. It's imminent. You know. It's imminent. I truly believe that that's the best option, because if the thing on her tail, even if we were able to treat it, I could not afford, even with the donations, I don't think that I could afford to get it surgically removed, biopsied. And then, God forbid, it comes back positive just because of her age. And, like, my other option would have been if she didn't have a bite history, or if I thought that she would do well with rehoming in that case, just to save her life. But I don't think that that's in her best interest, especially because I would have to surrender her to a shelter first, which means that she would spend whatever time she has left in a kennel surrounded by other dogs, you know, and shelter kennels are not very big. If you know anything about that, that's not an option for me. I worked in a shelter, and I'm not going to do that. Trust me, it's not in her best interest. Especially if they just decide that, you know, she has to get put to sleep anyway. I don't want her last couple days to be in that type of environment, you know. And that's my choice, and that's a choice that I made. But that's where we're at with it. I'm just trying to do the best I can. Like I said, I'm flushing it with saline. I'm trying to keep it clean, because the last thing that I want is for her to catch an infection while I'm waiting for this money, and then her be suffering even more. That's my... What, Aria?
I promise to be careful with this.
No, you're not... There's no reason for you to cut the plastic bottle. And then if you cut it, it's going to be sharp. No.
But I want to cut it.
Okay, I'm almost done here. You can talk to me about it after. I already said no. That's it.
But I want to cut it.
I don't care what you want. I said no.
I want to cut it.
Oh, Lord. But anyway. My bottle.
Mine, I want it.
Okay, so stop acting like that then.
Cut it, cut.
Stop it. I said no.
Cut.
And now what I do, yeah. What do I do with my dog? You know? I'm doing the best I can. Like I said, I'm flushing it with saline. I know I've said that like 4 times, but every time I try to say something, she starts with the freaking bottle. And I have really bad ADHD, like terrible ADHD or whatever it is. We're treating it as ADHD. So I lose my focus. Because I was flushing her thing and I forgot the saline. I forgot to put the cap on it. It's been a long morning already. I've been up since 3:30 in the morning. It's already 9 o'clock in the morning. But stop. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so, yeah, I didn't mean to like mislead you guys in any way, shape, or form. It's just, it's become way more freaking complicated than I really thought that this was going to become. Like, I didn't think that this was going to become so stressful. I wish I would have known. I wish I would have did a little more research, but I just wasn't I wasn't thinking, you know. I reached out to a couple local organizations that help with this sort of thing, and nobody had funding. So my next option was a GoFundMe. And had I known that it would be this type of process or this type of wait, or that they were going to keep taxing me every single time I withdrew my money, I would have found a different way to do this. But those of you that donated, that's exactly what it's going for. I didn't want anybody to feel like I misled them. You know, I felt like I deserved to give you guys like a full explanation of like what's going on and why I needed your money, because I'm a broke bitch. But I do truly feel that it's in her best interest to, at this point. I mean, she has other issues. You know, she doesn't walk too well. She refuses to let me clip her nails, so I have to catch her on the sly every now and then and, like, clip them just a little bit. So, you know, that's a whole thing. Her skin's a whole thing. Her behavior's a whole thing. It's just a whole thing. Like, she's great to me. She's my best friend. You know, but when it comes to other people, she's great with the baby. Great with the baby. But my son and my husband, she's not great with men. So that would be the biggest thing, you know, is finding her a home that has absolutely no, you know, it's just, it would be a whole thing. And the process even leading up to that would be an if. So I just wanted to give you guys an update. That's where we're at with it. I'm stressed the hell out because she's not suffering like she was, because it has burst and the pressure has been released, and it's no longer, you know, leaking. That was the whole thing. That was the whole thing for like the first day after it burst. But yeah, so I'm just taking it one day at a time. I'm just trying to get in touch. I've called 3 places so far, but until the money is in my hand, there's nothing that they can do. I really wish I would have known that. Unfortunately. Okay, this one is special though, okay? So don't mess with this one, please. But yeah, until I can get that money from GoFundMe, I just have to sit here and freaking wait, which is crazy. So I advise you, if you ever need money for an emergency, don't do GoFundMe. Find another way to get it. Unless you have the money already in your account that you, like, weren't able to spend, but you can now because you're going to have that GoFundMe money coming in. I could see that working for somebody in that way. But this is just a nightmare. You know, as if it wasn't difficult enough. Now I just got to sit here. Yeah, PayPal. Yeah, I wish I would have known that, because I have PayPal. I wish I would have known that. But I figured do a GoFundMe because, I don't know, that's what was suggested to me. I didn't want to be like, oh, send me money straight to my PayPal. But I guess that was the right option to have made, because this is freaking ridiculous. Yeah, I have very few words. Like, I don't, this is stupid. But, you know, I just wanted to let those, you know, you guys know what was going on, give an update. Pup cups. Oh, yeah, pup cups, for sure, for sure. She's been getting all the scraps. She's been getting all the scraps. Okay? All the scraps. She's been eating good. She's been eating good. But that's where we're at with it. I hope that it doesn't take until the 3rd, because that's like a whole other week. Hey, Nana Ange. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. This is ridiculous. I'm glad I started on the meds. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's all I came on here today to say. I just wanted to give an update. I wanted to explain exactly what was going on, because I realized people were reading my my status and assuming that she had already passed. She hasn't passed yet. It's gonna happen. I've already made the decision. I feel that at this time it's just stop, because if you lose those, I won't be able to use them. Oh my god. She only does this. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, so that's it, guys. It's early and she's not used to me putting my attention elsewhere first thing in the morning. So she's definitely hamming it up over here. And I gotta go flush Harleen's tail again.
Who are you? Stop it!
I gotta get a bigger bottle of saline. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys. This has been like the most ridiculous thing ever. And I just appreciate you guys being there for me. That's been really hard, and just, you guys really came through. And I will forever be thankful for that. You know, no matter how long it takes me to get that friggin' money, the end result is going to be the same. I really do feel that that's what's best at this point in her life. I don't want to take the chance of it coming back, it being worse, and I think it's time. You know, she's been such a good girl for so long. She's had so much fun. She's been so many places. She's done so many things. I feel like it's okay.
Can I tell them I went to my dentist appointment yesterday?
Sure. You want to tell them about your dentist appointment?
Yeah.
Go ahead, tell them.
Mommy, I can't see. Stop.
Okay, yeah. So she had a dentist appointment the other day. But yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go, so I can attend to her and finish my leftover rice and beans that I'm having for breakfast because I didn't feel like cooking.
I drank all your coffee.
Oh, great. She drank the last of my coffee. Wonderful. So yeah, thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys, those that shared, those that donated. I appreciate you guys so much. Like, for real. I was so surprised that I was able to actually, I didn't think it was going to go how it did. So, thank you. At least.
Thank you.
At least, you know, the money's there. As soon as it comes through, I can do something, you know. Worst case scenario is I have to, you know, bring her to the Humane Society and, you know, that I won't be able to be with her when she passes, you know, which would suck because I don't want to do that. I used to work in an animal shelter, and I used to be a euthanasia tech. And I know what it's like for pets who come in and their owners can't be with them. You know, they're so confused, and they're just looking around the whole time for their owners, and I don't want to do that. I'm trying not to do that. That would be my absolute last option. But I mean, if she's suffering, you know, it would be a logical option, you know. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for just being here for me, being here for me to just, you know, vent. I don't have a lot of people in my day-to-day physical life. You know, I have my kids, my husband, my immediate family, you know, a couple friends that I chat with here and there, but I don't.
I'm putting them back. What do you put?
They don't need to be in there. They need to be on the shelf. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. Yeah, Josie, I am. I'm taking good mental breaks. I got my mental break right here. But yeah, so I just, you know, that's it, guys. Thank you so much, Josie. I appreciate it. I'm not a big talker. Like, I am, but I'm not. Like, once I get going, oh, you can't shut me up. But I'm not usually a big talker. But this, I really just needed to, you know, clear up. You know, I just wanted to, you know, clear up and just, so you guys knew exactly what was going on, you know, and all that. But, you know, she's still here. The hardest part is that since the pressure has been released in the cyst or the abscess, whatever it was, her demeanor has completely changed. Like, she rebounded so much, and it's been such a hard decision to stick to because she seems like she's almost perfectly fine again, you know? But, like, deep down, I know that, like, that's not really the case, you know? And it's easy to, like, compartmentalize it while I'm waiting for the money, you know, and just kind of, like, not think about it right now because she's acting more like herself. But the end result is definitely going to be the same thing, and that's just the decision that I've made because I don't I don't want to put her through this again if something like this happens in the future and our financial situation hasn't changed. You know, especially with her being such a big dog. You know, her vet care is a little bit more expensive, which is stupid. But, you know, it is what it is. But I appreciate you guys being here for me. I appreciate everybody who shared and donated. I appreciate you guys tuning into my live today. And, yeah. So, thank you guys so much. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, though, for real.
Bye.
Thank you, bye. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, though, for real. Thank you guys for stopping in.
Thank you for
I will go ahead
stopping
and
in.
I'm going to post this right up, right away.
This right up.
Yeah, we're going to post this right up. You know, just that way everybody can see it and just everybody, you know, has a full understanding of what's actually going on. I know, looking back at my post now, the way I wrote it, it kind of, it does seem like, you know, she's already gone, but it's, and that's the worst part. I haven't even gone through the worst part yet, you know. I'm having a hard time with and it's not even there yet. So, I love you guys so much.
I love you guys.
So much. They love you too. They love you too.
I love you.
And, yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And,
Thank you.
just really appreciate it. I really don't know what else to say. So, I'm gonna just go ahead and end it, okay? Alright, guys.
Bye.
Alright, guys, I'm out of here.
I'm out of here. Bye.